Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am Abe with MysticGenmara.com, a small town mystic from the middle of Idaho. And tonight, whenever you happen to be seeing this, I would like to offer a bonus reading for the elemental energy of water for February of 2025. If I can get my cards to stay. I'm just playing around with something a little bit new this month, seeing if this is something that you all would be interested in. If so, let me know in the comments down below. And if not, let me know as well. And then I'm just going to be using the basic Celtic cross, but I have got my own little twist on it, a couple of points, because it flows better for how I read. I do read intuitively, so the messages that come through may or may not match the exact messages on the cards, and that's kind of how the tarot was designed. It was meant to stimulate a person's own psychic and intuitive abilities. So that's how I've learned to read. Some of it's pretty basic when you look at some of the cards, but other ones, the messages can be a little bit more obscure. I look at energy, not so much physical stuff. So the energies that I'm looking at are the dominant energies playing out in the reading. And water, since you're here, we're covering the zodiac signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, all of our little fishies roaming around out there. So we'll start off with the significator, which is where the water energy is in this moment in time. We have the Ace of Swords. Water, you're in a good place to start something new. There is something available to you right now. You have this they're saying rose-colored glasses that you're looking at the world with, because you see that there's something new, there's something exciting, there's something ready for the next step, and you are ready to claim that right now. So water, right now you're standing pretty good right at the moment. The thing that crosses you, any issues that might be coming up, we have the Six of Cups. There's celebrations going on, but for some weird reason they do not actually involve you at the moment. That's not a bad thing, but don't feel left out, because you're in a position where you're starting things, you got new things going on. So what other people are doing is not really your concern. The Six of Cups in most instances is a pretty positive one. There is some overshadowing of some negative energy here, so beware of jealousy, or crossing your arms and stamping your foot saying, well, they had something happen and why can't I? Water, you're starting off with the Ace of Swords. You have something new coming up, whether it is a branch of study or a new business opportunity, or they're saying new relationship even. You are in a position to accept and take the next steps on something completely new. The energy that's crossing you is basically trying to compare yourself to others. Not worth it this time. So looking at your higher self, we have number 11, the Justice card. When the Justice shows up in this respect, it's your higher self saying, find your balance. Find your balance between emotions and mind, heart and brain. Find balance between instinctive reptilian mind and the conscious awareness mind. Find balance within yourself, your inner and outer world. If you're working too hard and you're not taking time for yourself at home, adjust the balance. If you are spending way too much time daydreaming and not enough time working, check your balance. If your personal life is being basically unraveled because you demand of yourself to go out and be so social, find that balance. They're saying that in your higher aspect, your higher self, your higher guidance is really tapping you on the shoulder, being like, check your balance, see where you're at, and that check your balance can apply to whatever is coming up right now. You're in a position right now to start something new, but the way to do so is to get yourself balanced and then move forward. That way you can move forward with speed and grace and not be kind of tripping over unresolved things that are maybe coming up. Your shadow, or your lower self, is the Ace of Cups. You have new things coming with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Cups is saying this is triggering some emotions. Some of these emotions are ones you've never felt before, at least you don't remember feeling them. And your shadow is saying these new emotions could be a tripping block. but don't allow them to be. Embrace the new, work with it, see how it can manifest into the future for you, because it's not always about, well, I have to do it this certain way. Nah, you don't. Those new emotions that are coming in are actually going to be very beneficial for you as long as you balance mind with heart. And it's interesting when you look at these in the Celtic cross layout. The mind dominates the heart. This is you right now. This is your shadow. So when you look at it from that perspective, the higher self card of justice, of balance, makes a lot of sense, because you have to balance these two guys to make, and this is what you're being called to do. So your heart and mind are having growing pains. You got some new things starting, and your heart's like, oh, new emotions, must bury myself. The mind's like, no. We're not going that direction. We're going to take those emotions with us, but we're not going to wallow in them. So let's look at your past, Water. We have the Sire of Swords. For your past, Water is really saying you've achieved a lot. You've came to a pinnacle. Now what? Are you going to get distracted by the butterfly that's on your finger? Are you going to be completely oblivious to how far you've come because the view is so pretty? Your past is saying you've achieved a lot, and you've not always taken the things that you've succeeded on and used them as launching pads going forward. So your history is you get to an apex and then you just kind of flounder. You get to a point and then you stop. You don't push forward like the energy is really calling you for. So where you're at right now is saying there's new beginnings, but your past is there's new beginnings some more. You keep reaching these points and then you just stop because you get distracted by something. So your future is the Page of Swords. Reward comes from hard work. They're saying this could be an intellectual pursuit, school and training, like on-the-job training, or a promotion where there's a learning curve. But rewards come from hard work. And this is saying that intellectually you're going to be exceptionally happy in your future with how far you've come, because you've learned to balance that intellectual need, that Ace of Swords versus the Ace of Cups. Mind and heart are more in line in the future because of that balance. The Page of Swords is saying to me anyway that this is how far you've come. You've gained a lot. There's still more to learn because the page is not a king. So you've gained a lot of wisdom and knowledge, but you still have some things to go through. But you're getting rewarded from the work that you're doing. It's not just they're saying it's not just the airy-fairy stuff. You have some real-world stuff that has to happen too for those rewards to play out fully. Your attitude, how you feel about yourself in this moment, not looking too cheery here, Water. We've got the Five of Pentacles. It's a little dreary, it's a little dark, but in mystery, Water thrives. Water loves to be able to be secretive about what it's doing. So your attitude is a little bit quiet, it's a little bit mysterious, but in the grand scheme of things, this is going to work out for your benefit. The hard work that pays off doesn't mean you're telling everybody about it. It doesn't mean other people are even going to know for the most part. All of a sudden, success, and they're going to be like, wait, what happened? Because your attitude is to keep quiet about the things that you're doing right now. You're shifting, you're moving, but you're moving in the shadow of the moonlight. You're moving by intuition, heart and mind working together, guiding you on these next steps. And that's leading to where your environment, the people you surround yourself with, the environment you're in, your home, your work, all that stuff. We have the Page of Pentacles. You have a lot of beginnings, growth, getting ready for more beginnings coming up here right now, because you've got a Page of Swords, you've got the Page of Pentacles, you have two different aces, and so you've got this energy of things are starting, you're moving, but you're also continuing. So however this plays out for you. With the Page of Pentacles, you have like a little bat hanging out at the top, but it's saying your rewards come from going within and doing the work. Page of Pentacles, for me in this with this reading, is bringing forward a lot of the things that you're going to need, a lot of the tools that are going to help you succeed in life are going to be found within. You're inside the cave of your own being here. And that's where the gold of the coin is showing up. It could say that you're hoarding it, which I'm not really getting, but that is something that does come up. but it's saying you have to be able to look within and be willing to do the hard work in silence. In silence, the bats don't get too active. If he was being loud and boisterous about what he was doing, this dragon would actually rouse the whole cave. But he's not. And that ties into that Five of Pentacles energy where you're doing a lot of work, but a lot of it's being done inside. The people you're surrounding yourself with are actually supporting your quiet movement. They see that something's going on. They may not know what it is, because water likes to keep its secrets, but they know something is happening, and they're supportive of you in that nature. As long as the work's being done, they will not question too much what you got going on there. Your hopes and fears, we have number 4, the Emperor. So the Divine Masculine is a dominant energy here. It's also saying that hard work and rewards coming forward. The fear is, are you working hard enough? Are you doing the right things? Are you taking the proper next steps? All of this stuff is worry and contemplation, and it actually can slow you down. The other aspect of this in a hope and fear state is you have the energy of the Lord, of the God, of this powerful Divine Masculine energy stepping up saying, I will guide you, protect you, and help you. There's not a lot of feminine energy in this reading for water, which is kind of unique. Water tends to be more feminine, but this is a good balance. The masculine of the Emperor is saying success comes from hard work, protecting the things that need to be protected, clearing out the things that need to be cleared out, doing that which needs to be done. So, water. What does this all mean? What is our bigger outcome here? We have the Five of Wands. The future could be a little bit chaotic. There could be a little bit of fighting going on just because you're doing so much in silence that people are frustrated by outside of your circle. Your inner circle is that Page of Pentacles, so it's a lot more quiet, but the outer world may be a little bit frustrated because you're not letting them know what's happening. And why should you? Working in silence is your path to success, water. It's not what anyone else thinks. The people who are closest to you, the environment you're currently in, is supporting you in your silent journey. You're finding that gold within because that's what's important. The outside world, they can go out there and be as chaotic as they want. You're walking through this life in your own path. You're finding your overall future is really about peace. It's about finding your balance and your quietness. Your history was plateauing and then not continuing with where you were at, but your future is saying you've achieved the mountaintop. It's time to enjoy that quietness, that peace that you really have been seeking for. The outcome is saying the outside world's going to be a little bit chaotic, but this is not your future. This is just how others are going to be acting around you. Your future is more about of a peace and quietness. You're starting off with some new stuff coming in. You're being called to find some balance as things go forward here. Your history is reach a plateau, get distracted, reach a plateau, get distracted, but your future is really about enjoying the peace that you have gained, embracing those who have supported you, working in silence, working in the mystery. A lot of what you're doing, water, is going to be internal work. It's not saying a lot of projective outside stuff, with the exception of your future with the hopes and fears, and that's where you get that Divine Masculine energy. You don't have to worry about being too aggressive because that's not really how you work anyway. Outside of Scorpio, you're a little bit different, but for the most part, you'll be working inside and you'll be finding that peace as you move forward. So overall, outcomes are the reading is looking really good for our water family. Definitely don't get distracted by shiny things or those little butterflies because you have a lot of positive options available to you. You've got some new beginnings going on between air and water, swords and cups. So there could be some new relationships. There could be some new learning experiences. You've got some interesting things starting for you, water, and that's where you're standing right now. Your future is definitely calling you towards peace. It's calling you towards abundance, lessons learned, but also setting you up for the next few steps, as long as you're paying attention and not getting distracted by the chaos that the rest of the world's dealing with. So, With that being said, I'll wrap this reading up. Let me know in the comments down below if this is something you would like to see me continue doing or not. Either way, while you're down there, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Let me know what your thoughts, feelings, opinions are, and I will see you in a future video.